there is actually this just radical opinion out there that few people live by anymore these days, that it is better to give than to receive. You have to give to receive. And even more radical is you have to spend money to make money. I honestly don't think that those are radical. I'm being a smartass, which is one of my favorite things to do, just to make people think. You have to give of yourself, of your time, of your money, of your possessions. For those of you religious ones out there, the Bible plainly tells you that if someone needs to borrow something from you, that you're entitled to interest on that. You don't have to take the interest, but you're entitled to it. It also says that if someone asks you for something and you know that they're less fortunate than you, that you should give them 2 times what they ask for. Which means that if someone asks you to borrow, we'll go back to the $10 thing again, and you know that they are less fortunate than you, that you should give them $20. Yes, it's in the Bible. It's a fact. Most of you should probably study the Bible or the Kabbalah or some text equally as important, if there is or are any, a little bit more in depth. These texts are basic ways, lessons, proverbs, articles about how to be a human being. If you do not want to be a human being, well, I'm sorry, you are. You need to learn how to live your life in accordance with morals, virtues, how to treat other people. Not better than yourself, but equal to how you yourself would want to be treated. I firmly, very firmly believe that you have got to do what is necessary outwardly towards other people, what you want yourself to receive in return. Not a, giving is not a selfish act. It is giving because you have the means to do so. The person or people or organization, whatever, that you are giving yourself to may not be, and probably will not be, where the return will come from. But there will be a return. There will be a return of magnanimous proportions that you never would have expected. Never. This is not, as I say again, a lesson on this popular movie, The Secret. I love that movie, honestly, and I think everybody should have to watch it. I also think everyone should be forced to read the Bible, even if you don't believe in it. It's a book. Read it. Learn something. What is wrong with people these days that they do not want to pick up a book and read? They do not want to learn. They just want to stay stuck in the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm telling you what, this parents these days, what is going on with parents these days? Your children are not your best friend. They do not need to sit on their lazy asses all day and play Nintendo. Honey, I was raised on a farm, and believe me when I say it was a big ass farm. 30 plus acres. What 5-year-old child do you know that would reach up in a cow's vagina and pull out a baby cow? What 5-year-old child do you know that would plant crops right alongside their granddad or grandmother, or who constantly was trying to learn how to do new things and be somebody? The more information you have about particular subjects, the better of a person you can become, because you have unlimited potential, unlimited options. Ben Franklin was one of the people who did that. I am one of the people who do that. I'm a peon right now as far as this world is concerned, but later, after I've passed away, probably, people will realize that what she is saying is fact, it's important. Learn as much as you can about whatever. These kids these days blow my mind. Kids are having sex at as young of an age as 9 and 10, and just when just the spark of puberty has started, they're having sex. Who are their parents? Seriously, who are their parents? And what kind of society are they living in that they think that that is okay? That they can just do whatever the hell they want to do? I would have gotten my ass beaten. Seriously. Had I talked back to my mother or my grandmother when I was younger, I wouldn't have an ass left. I probably wouldn't have any teeth left. Whatever happened to a belt? The idea of the belt. My father did not even have to pull his belt off. All he had to do, after spanking me once, when I was young, was grab a hold of his belt or show it to me. And I straightened right the hell up. I mean, there needs to be some discipline. For all those of you out there who are Christian, the Bible plainly tells you, and I know there's a lot of you out there who are going to watch this, spare the rod, spoil the child. I do not, for any reason, believe in abuse, because I personally, when I was younger, was abused in several different ways that I may actually go into later. But I come from an abusive home, and I'm not a shitty person. I do, however, believe in very strong discipline. If your children, I will say again, are not your friends, you should not hang out with your children like you do your friends. They are not your friends. That only creates a reason for your children to disrespect you and to act like you owe them something. It's that simple. If you are sparing discipline or the rod, then you are spoiling your child. In past customs, and sometimes in even more recent customs and religions, you could be stoned to death if you were a child who disrespected your parents, and it was perfectly legal.